It's a little past midnight and I'm working on my lab write-up because I have lab at like 11:15 a.m. I'm not gonna lie, I almost forgot about it. Like I was starting to get tired. Then I was like, wait, what do I have to do tomorrow? And I was like, oh wait, after lab, so I have to do the lab write-up so I can come to lab prepared. Otherwise, I'm gonna be kicked out of lab. Then I'm gonna get a 0 for that lab. Anyways, I'm chewing on a chewing stick, which I think in Arabic is not like a miswak or something. It's like I feel like Americans or like the Western world should top more on this. Like there are more videos about it, how it's good for like your oral hygiene and stuff. When I'm bored, I just like kind of chew on it. Also, it did help me with cleaning plaque from my teeth. Cause I don't know, like at one point, when I would inspect my teeth after brushing it, specifically like the back bottom teeth, like over here, that area, right? I almost had like there was plaque, and like no matter like how I changed my brushing technique, I guess, like the plaque will still be there, even if I try to like scrape off using my fingernail. So I tried to use this and like that wasn't getting rid of it. I'm like, yay, no gingivitis here. I was just gonna share some late night thoughts. I feel like when people mention like the day, like for example, when there's gonna be an event on a certain day, like I know that in the elevator in the dorm building, sometimes they'll have events. Then like they'll tell you like when it is. They'll be like, oh, it's on February 13th. But like they should mention the day of the week as well. Cause I don't know what day of the week that is. I don't know if I'll be able to make it or if I even can make it. Some of them do tell the day of the week, like oh Sunday, February, whatever. But others don't. I'm like, please tell me the what day of the week it is. So I can like not have to pull up my calendar to see. That's a bit too much. Also, I finally put my Pop-It back into like its container, I guess. Because what would happen was I used to put it like on my desk without the container, so just like standing up like this. And then like these past few days it's been falling over more than usual, and that's been scaring me because like sometimes I hear it start to fall, other times I don't. And then sometimes like since I put it like right above my desk, it falls onto my laptop right here. And not only does the sound scare me, but it's also like pressing random buttons on my laptop. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna cage myself back up. I don't know why it's tilted like I look at the Michael Jackson lean, but that's okay. I don't know what's going on with my hair either. I tried to do like 2 French braids, but I didn't do like a good job of like actually braiding it down. And I connected it in the back using 2 bobby pins. However, like these 2, like I guess like middle of the braid parts, they puffed up. But I'm not gonna redo it because I don't feel like doing that again. Also, because like when I sleep and I put on a bonnet or whatever, anyway, it's gonna probably get flattened anyway, so like it'll look decent because I don't care too much about how it looks. Like to me, I'll go out in public like this. I am almost done with my lab write-up and it's been I think almost an hour. Like it took me longer than it had to take because what happened was that not only did I stop to like record some of the video, I also stopped because I'm listening to music and like it just took me time to like add more music to the playlist. It's not like my okay, the light turned off from inactivity. But it's because the playlist isn't mine, so I was just looking through someone else's like nostalgia 2010 throwback playlist, and I'm just adding songs I used to hear on the radio that I don't really hear that much anymore, like songs that I haven't heard in a hot minute that I want to hear again. And for me, like most of the time when I first listen to a song, I don't immediately fall in love with a song unless it sounds familiar to a song that I've heard before. Like most of the time, it takes me like several listens before I'm like, yeah, I mess with this song. So I feel bad when people show me a song that they like, and then they're looking for my opinion, like my approval. I'm just like, it's a song or like okay. But yeah, it just takes me like I just have to listen to it like several times. But also what also helps me like a song is like having good memories with it. Even for these radio songs like that I used to hear like maybe 2010s. It sounds weird to be like 2010s, a decade ago. Even for some of those songs, like I didn't like them first when they were like, at their peak of popularity, when they were being played on the radio a lot. Like I was like, okay. But then like years later, I'm like, wait, I haven't heard a song in a while. Let me listen to it. I'm like, this song is kind of hitting. So like, yeah, the memories associated with a song can also make it better. Yeah, because there's definitely some songs I have in my playlist. I feel like I can definitely like give a whole spiel about songs in my playlist, about where I heard it, why I like it, that kind of stuff. And I feel like a good amount of it will be associated with memories or sounding similar to a song that I already like. It's almost 1 a.m. and my first class, I think at like 10 something, so I set an alarm for around 9:30, I think. I don't remember exactly. I know that I said the alarm, so at least that's good. And Wednesdays, I don't like my schedule on Wednesdays. Actually, I didn't feel like my schedule at all this semester, which I've mentioned before. But it's just that, like, I have 3 classes, but they're all back to back. And if I don't eat at some point in between, it's kind of game over following the classes. Our first class is cell bio discussion. And then after that, like, 15 minutes later is the Argochem lab. And then 15 minutes after that is physics. And then I'm done. But it's also like, you know, I don't have enough time to like actually go to the dining hall and eat. So why did last week was I just grabbed a naked juice from our convenience store. And that definitely helped me. Because like if I were to go like through all 3 classes without eating, the lightheadedness and like slight dizziness and possible low blood sugar and other not so good side effects would definitely get to me. So I'm like, I know myself, I have to at least consume a little something. So I chose the naked juice because it seems like it'll help me like get in some nutrients and the blood sugar up. I'm kind of nervous for lab tomorrow, or I guess what's now today. It'll be my second lab, but like the first lab, I didn't quite make a good first impression of my lab TF. Matter of fact, I missed my lab TF from last semester because like he truly cared for us, and also like at the beginning of like the class would have us like all gather around, and then like he'll just give us like a little overview of what we'll be doing. That definitely helped me a lot. However, this one, like this new lab TF, we just like get started when we enter, and I didn't know that at first. So I saw everyone like going to grab like the beakers and stuff. So I'm wondering like where are they going? Like don't we have to wait for our lab TF to like, you know, round us all up and like, you know, give us a little welcome introduction, show us where the things are again? But apparently not. So I'm like, oh okay. And then what also happened later on was I also was the last people to leave. Like it was literally around the time when class ended when I finally finished my experiment. So I could tell that he was like, you know, slightly or at least that he was, you know, rushing me, trying to get me out. It was like me and like 2 other people. But yeah, I don't know why that first experiment, why they'll make the first experiment take so long. Like I thought that I would be out of there early so I could grab like a proper bite before physics class, but apparently not. I'm hoping that this lab, so far as I'm reading, it seems like it would definitely take less time than last lab. But knowing me, like I'm the type of person to take my time because I'd rather do it once and get it right rather than like rush and get it wrong and have to like redo something. Or you know, like how in Arlington we're working with like dangerous chemicals and whatnot. Yeah, I'm trying to, you know, be safe. So I'm doing that by like taking my time and getting things right. So yeah, I know that he's probably annoyed with me for like being amongst the last people to leave. Also, he's about to see way more of that later in the semester because I'm usually like amongst the last people to leave because like I said, I like to take my time, get stuff right. But also because like he had to give me like a little warning or like not a warning exactly, but like a little stern talking to because I didn't cap one of the projects all the way. I'm like, ooh, my fault. So yeah, me and him, we're off to like a somewhat rocky start, but not like entirely, because I might just be blowing proportions, like, you know, making it out to be a bigger deal than it is in my head. But we'll see how lab goes like later on. I'm pretty sure it'll be better. I'm just like exaggerating, but yeah. I think that after I finish writing this up, I'm just gonna head on to bed because like I know that I want to be on my grind, be on my A game and like study for the Argo Chem quiz that's on Tuesday, which I guess is now tomorrow since it's now Wednesday. But I'm at a point where like I literally can't really focus. Like I'll get distracted so easily because you know like I'm both mentally and physically tired. So I won't be able to like really lock in. So I'm gonna I guess like after I finish with the Argo Chem write, which I'm really close to like finally finishing after finally like, you know, a little more than an hour, I'm just gonna review to see what I have to do for Argo Chem. So we like nothing to surprise. And also just maybe get started on the homework because like it's normally due Wednesdays at 7, right? However, it's turned on Grayscope and for some reason I don't know if the professor made a mistake, but it says that the due date is like a month from now. So it's like it's due on like March 7th at like I think 7 p.m. I'm pretty sure that's a mistake. And I don't know if it'll be fixed like before the actual due date, but I don't want to like take a chance and like actually wait till, you know, later this month, like March 7th, to turn it in on Gradescope. So yeah, I'm just hoping that I don't forget because like normally I try to do the organic chemistry homework either Tuesday, most of the time on Tuesday, so I don't have to worry about turning it in on Wednesday, like just in case there are any technical difficulties, you know, I don't have to deal with the, oh no, it's close to the due date and I haven't turned it in yet. So I prefer to just do it, get it off my mind, and be free. Alright, I'm finally done with the lab write-up. I'm just gonna turn it in on Grayscope. I think it might be due. Actually, I'm not entirely sure when it's due, but I do know that that's for sure. That's normally due like before the lab period starts. So like since I'm already done, like let me just turn it in because like I'm already done. Then I'm just gonna take a melatonin now. It's 5 milligrams. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't do much to me anymore. But I just take it kind of like placebo effect and I hope like it kind of does help. Because see, each of these 5 milligrams, I'm scared to take 2. Because if I take 2, I know they'll leave me like groggy in the morning. That will still be in my system. So I just take enough to like, I guess like kind of placebo affect myself. Kind of make me feel, I guess better about going to bed. It possibly help me go to sleepy time earlier. I'm also gonna cut the video off here. Like this was basically just me sharing some late night thoughts, mostly about organic chemistry lab. But yep. So it's the next day, it's 6 p.m. and they have some kind of like hot chocolate hour, I guess like right now in the communal kitchen. However, I don't want to go because it's not just like a quick grab and go. It's like hot chocolate and chit chat. I think like you should talk to other members of the community. You know how philosophies of community, and I don't want to do that. I just want to be able to grab the hot chocolate, maybe only say hi and bye, and then leave. Like I don't want to do much talking. I'm like, yeah, I'll just stay here because I don't know like what kind of hot chocolate they're serving. Like I don't know if they're serving like watery Swiss Miss or if they're serving higher end stuff. But I'm not taking that risk. I don't feel like it. But anyways, that's not the point why I made this video. I was like, I'm just share a random thought, preface with random thought. Because I decided to try white eyeliner. Because I've seen the girlies put it on and they look great with it. But maybe I should check like how melanated they were. So I just did like a quick glance, like when I've seen it in the past, like just a quick glance. I'm like, oh, that looks nice. So, like, let me try it finally. And I don't know, I'm gonna have to see how it looks like on people more so around my skin tone. Because this, probably because I also only did one eye, but like this looks like a mistake. I just have to remember to like wash it off before I do go out in public. Don't want to scare the people. But anyways, I recall that sometimes I even give you guys like a proper ending to my videos, or like I guess like the aftermath. So I know that like in the last clip, like when I was around midnight, I was telling you guys about lab and how I was a little worried about the lab. By the way, I already did the lab, by the way, so it's me coming back like hours later from the lab, letting you guys know how it went. It went good, by the way. Turns out that me and the lab TF do not have bad blood. He's chill. Who's doing his job as in like going around, making sure they were all doing the right thing, seeing if we have any questions. And I was able to get out of lab earlier than last time, so that's good. And I'm kind of snacking on chips. I often don't like to snack on like finger foods while working at my laptop or like using the notebook because I like to have both of my hands clean and free. But I don't have something else I can like consume while working. Like I don't have any smoothies, any drinks. Like beverages with a straw are the best for this, but I don't have that. And also because I'm trying to stay awake. And not to a point where I'm like, oh, I need caffeine to stay awake. But it's a little past 6 p.m. I have a Zoom meeting at 7 p.m. So I'm like, yeah, I can't sleep at 6 p.m. because that's going to be less than an hour of sleep. And the whole time I'm just going to be anxious about, having to wake up soon. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just stay awake and try to lock it with the studying. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm just eating to kind of like, eating and studying. So I'm, I guess, like entertaining my brain in 2 ways to prevent sleeping. Because I was low-key fighting sleep in the last class that I had.